I'm Dr. Eric Schaefer. I'm the Global CEO of Human Factors International. I started in the UX field about 40 years ago, coming out of AT&T and Bell Labs, and then founded Human Factors International. And I get to work in practically every industry, helping them to learn how to do UX on an industrial scale. The UX engineering field works to make software and devices and systems easy for people to use and compelling. And we apply that based on literally billions of dollars worth of research, specific kinds of methodologies, and a whole set of standards and practices. It's an engineering discipline. When we create a user experience that's optimized, we can measure the success of it. The core success is certainly the business results. And it might be conversion of customers, retention of customers, or it might be an internal system and we're looking at the efficiency and low error rates. But we can look within that and know that a well-designed system will be fast, accurate, satisfying to use, and safe, and require very little training. It'll be self-evident. We also know that a well-designed system is something that people will love to use, will enjoy. It'll create the kind of emotion that we want, and it will be compelling, influencing the kind of behavior that our executives want us to create. Conversion, retention, the kinds of successes that make a difference to the bottom line of our companies. So user experience is an engineering discipline that's not based on just having common sense. It's not based on just being motivated to make customers' experience good. You need to have people who understand the engineering process and the engineering principles. We need to understand the visual, intellectual, memory, and motor activity of our customers and be able to design to optimize that by impacting the layout and wording and color and highlighting and control selection of our devices. So it's not something that people will just magically be good at. We want everybody in our organization to appreciate UX, to know how important it is. But at the end of the day, you need professional UX engineers with the right kind of training, with the right kind of infrastructure, tools, methods, standards, in order to have the results that we need to have to be competitive today. So companies today are often facing a terrible problem. The CEO wants good customer experience. They know from Forrester, they know from Gartner, they know from the industry that good experience results in a good bottom line and corporate success. But how do you get there if you're starting from zero? The problem is really tough because if you think about it, they don't even know if they interview somebody whether the person really knows what they're talking about or is just giving them a storyline. That's part of why we created the Certified Usability Analyst program. So that certification was created to help companies to pick somebody who at least knows the fundamentals in the field. So if you can pass the CUA exam, if you can pass the more advanced CXA exam, then we know that you have a certain level of confidence. That said, it's not a bad idea for somebody like that to have a consultancy like HFI that will work with them to help select the right people, train people internally, because we can use those people as well, and build up a serious UX practice. We've entered the third wave of the information age. We went through a period where hardware was a differentiator. But today, no company wins because they have great laptops. Today, it's just a commodity. We buy our hardware. After hardware, software became the challenge, and it was a differentiator to deliver software that just worked. But today, that's a commodity, and we go and we outsource it, and it's not a big deal. We expect that. The differentiator between companies today is in user experience. The differentiator between companies dying, like Sony and BlackBerry, who neither of them understood how to do user experience, and companies that are thriving like Apple, who understand the full range of user experience that can be brought to bear, is the quality of that capability. So companies are seriously getting behind doing it. It's been a mess. There have been many organizations putting out nonsense, claiming that they do user experience when they don't. But that's getting sorted out because organizations are trying these different offerings, seeing that they don't work, and going, okay, we have to actually do the training, have the standards, have the methods, have the knowledge management, set up a practice. They were hoping that they could just put up a big flag that says we love our customers, but they realize that doesn't work. So organizations are getting serious about UX. There's no question about that. And our field will last for some time. Certainly, coding as a discipline is becoming a less and less attractive career because the robots are doing the coding and they're taking the jobs. So the automation of programming is making the down-low programming kind of jobs less and less attractive. Fewer and fewer people will do that. But it's very hard to automate the user experience job because it requires empathy, it requires being able to cognize user experiences, interact with customers. And so while we have better and better tools, having a foundation in the field will, I believe, be a job that will be a major part of our information age culture for probably generations to come.